memories we created on the court are going to stay with me forever.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler, continuing our edition of meeting our 2025 Wheeling University Athletic Hall of Famers. Today, I'm joined by Hall of Famer and former Wheeling University track and field athlete Rusty Fry. And Rusty, first of all, congratulations on your induction. Talk a little bit about what it means to you to join this class.
Oh, thanks. It's quite an honor, and it's awesome to be recognized for, I don't know, just running track. That's all I thought I was doing, and it's just good to actually be in the Hall of Fame because it's pretty cool.
And throughout your career, you were a very decorated athlete here. 6 All-American awards. You were the 1999 NCAA D2 track and field championship in the 110-meter hurdles. Talk about your career overall and kind of what made you so successful.
Well, it was the coaches trained me well, and I just like to compete against the best, and that's really what drove me. I liked competing with the best in the world and in the country and stuff, and that's really what motivated me.
And talk about your journey to Wheeling. How'd you find Wheeling University and kind of talk about your path to getting on campus?
Well, I started getting uh, college letters whenever I was a sophomore in high school, and I got a whole bunch of letters from all over the country. And Wheeling Jesuit was really, well, it was college back then too, but they were really persistent. And what got me to actually come there is that whenever I graduated in '96, the Olympics in Atlanta, and Wheeling Jesuit was making a track exactly like the '96 Olympic track in Atlanta. It was extremely fast, and so whenever I became a senior at River High School, then I had the choice. My choices were narrowed down to Tennessee and Wheeling Jesuit, and I chose Wheeling Jesuit because of the track, and well, the coaches were extremely nice, and it seemed like they were knowledgeable, and so my friends and family could actually come and watch because we're just like an hour and 15 minutes from Wheeling.
And talk a little bit about that 1999 season. Obviously, the national champion in the 110-meter hurdles. What was that like for you to not only compete on the national stage, but kind of bring home a hardware?
Oh, it was pretty cool because like I've never actually won a state championship or anything whenever I was in high school. But yeah, and the people who go to these national champions, it's always the same people. So we're always getting second or first and stuff. And I've never beat the guy before. And I don't know, I guess I got lucky. I was out in Kansas, in Emporia, Kansas, and I actually beat him by 1/100th of a second. It was just at the lean, and I didn't even know if I won or not, but I could, whenever you look up in the crowd, the coaches and stuff, they already knew it. I didn't even know that I freaking won. But it was pretty cool. I never won anything like that, and I don't know. I think everybody else was happier than I was because I was like, oh, it was just another race, except happened to be a big one.
Currently joined by former Wheeling University track and field athlete and 2025 Wheeling Athletics Hall of Famer Rusty Fry. And Rusty, along with yourself, you have 2 other track and field athletes who are going in as part of this class. Talk about what it means for the track program to be so well represented in this year's class.
Yeah, they were both teammates of mine, and whenever we were all freshmen at the same time, and we won every I don't know what it's called now, but the WVIAC, we run it for 3 years in a row, and it's pretty cool that because they definitely deserve this also, and that's the reason that the team was pretty decent. I think the team were pretty outstanding, and this whole team should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion, sometime, because they were definitely dominant.
And talk a little bit about what you've been doing since you left Wheeling. Talk about kind of your career post Wheeling University and maybe how it helped, how the education at Wheeling helped you prepare for it.
Well, I actually didn't graduate from Wheeling Jesuit. I left after my junior year and I decided to join the Army, and that was in January of 2001. And then September 11th happened because I never would have joined the Army if I knew that was happening. But September 11th happened, and I was stationed in North Carolina with the 82nd Airborne, and then I got transferred to the 1st Infantry Division in Germany. And then I got deployed to Iraq in 2003 and spent a year over there. And then once I got back from there, I did go back to Wheeling Jesuit for a semester because I wanted to finish, and I really didn't concentrate too much on the studying whenever I was actually running and stuff, and actually being deployed and everything. I said, oh, it's way easier to read books and stuff, and I actually made the dean's list and stuff whenever I came back, and that was actually a lot cooler than winning a national championship, in my opinion, because I was like, "Whoa, it's really not that hard." But then after that, I got my CDLs, and I've been driving trucks since 2010, and I currently work in Marietta at Lindy and deliver cryogenic gases. That's liquid oxygen and nitrogen.
Right. And last question for you. What would you tell a current Wheeling track and field athlete who's kind of going to be looking at you getting inducted into this Hall of Fame ceremony about how they can work hard to try to achieve that same goal?
Yeah, all you have to do is just put forth the effort. And it might seem hard, but it's really not that hard. And all you have to do is just do your best, and you have to lift weights and you have to run, and it's not too fun. But in the end, on Saturdays and Sundays, whenever you actually get to run, it makes it a lot easier.
Thanks, Rusty. Thanks for joining us today. And once again, congratulations on being inducted into the Hall of Fame. We'll see you in October.
All right, thank you, sir.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
It means that I have left my mark.
Memories we created on the court are going to stay with me forever.